Here are 15 more App Store games with controller support. There are no free games here. I'm sorry if that ends your world. Divinity Original Sin 2 has just landed on iPad. It has the most advanced controller support too. We have full support for next-gen controllers if you are running iPadOS 14.5. Rumble or vibration in your controller is supported, and PlayStation 4 and 5 controllers also support light features. You might not think an RPG would be ideal with a controller, but this one has been implemented with this support really well. It won't beat keyboard and mouse support, which is supported for this game too, but it's better than playing with the touchscreen, in my opinion. Divinity Original Sin 2 is only available on the new iPad Pros and the latest iPad Air, and it's also available on Mac. It costs $24.99 USD on iPad and $44.99 USD on Mac. This is the full console version of Beach Buggy Racing 2 for Apple TV. Unlike the free version, which is only available on iPhone and iPad, this paid version has a story mode, championship races, full controller support, controller rumble support, 4-player controller split screen, upgraded graphics, cross-platform leaderboards, and, most importantly, no annoying in-app purchases. It's an absolutely fantastic game, and I wish it was really a part of Apple Arcade so we could play it on other platforms. But if you have an Apple TV, you really should try out this one. Beach Buggy Racing 2 Island Adventure costs $19.99 USD. NBA 2K21 is the best version in this series yet. The graphics are almost on par with other consoles now. It has full controller support this time, for menu interaction and all. And since it's a part of Apple Arcade, it's available on more platforms, and it has no ads or in-app purchases. Go into modes such as Arena Quick Match, Online Multiplayer, Blacktop Quick Match, and My Career. NBA 2K21 is, available to Apple Arcade subscribers on the App Store and is available on all Apple platforms. Dakar Squadron is a fast-paced aerial shooter where you are an orc flyboy taken to the skies to do what orcs do best: fight. Playing with the touchscreen controls are not very good, as the sensitivity is way too high, even if you lower it in the settings. Playing with a controller makes maneuvering your ships around and engaging in combat much easier. Sadly, the menu interaction is not well optimized for a controller, so just use your fingers for that. Dakar Squadron is available on iPhone, iPad, and Apple Silicon based Macs and costs $4.99 USD. Unruly Heroes is one of the best platformers on the App Store. It's in the same lines as other stylized platformers from Oddmar, Rayman Adventures, Levelhead, and Mario Run. To be fair, Unruly Heroes does have pretty good touchscreen controls, as they are placed well and sized well, but a controller is always going to be more suited for a platformer. The main difference with this 2D platformer to others is that it is inspired by China's first mythological novel, Journey to the West, so the art style and hilarious plot are very fitting. Unruly Heroes is available on iPhone, iPad, and Apple Silicon based Macs. It costs only $1.99 USD. It's not every day that you get a big AAA game on the Mac App Store. Metro Exodus takes you on a big journey through post-apocalyptic Russia in your search for a new home outside the metro. Playing the game with a controller is just like playing it on a console. The game isn't very fast-paced, and it doesn't benefit from a keyboard and mouse because of this. In fact, I prefer playing with a controller, as it's more comfortable for long play sessions. Anyway, Metro Exodus is only available on Mac and costs $59.99 USD. Please note, it requires a Mac with a 4GB dedicated graphics card, or will run on an Apple Silicon Mac under Rosetta 2. World of Demons is a great console-type experience on Apple Arcade. I love playing it on my Apple TV the most, but it's very enjoyable on other platforms if you play with a controller. It makes engaging in the combat scenarios much easier. That said, the game is meant to be challenging, so don't expect to be a pro fighter just because you have a controller in your hand. It will take time to learn how to use all your character's abilities and powers here. World of Demons is available to Apple Arcade subscribers on the App Store and is available on all Apple platforms. Get ready to escape a haunted ocean liner in Under Depths of Fear. This is a really weird horror game. While it's definitely inspired by games from Layers of Fear and Outlast, it's important to note it's not as polished. The movement is a little janky, and the game doesn't provide much direction on what to do. You're going to get confused a lot. But despite that, it's still one of the best horror games on the App Store and has pretty decent graphics on par with other platforms, so it's worth checking out for those reasons. Please note, the game has only partial controller support, so it doesn't work for menu interaction, only gameplay. Under Depths of Fear is available on iPhone, iPad, and Apple Silicon-based Macs. It costs $5.99 USD. After 2 months on the market, on the 26th of April 2021, Titan Quest Legendary Edition finally added full controller support. You can actually switch between touch and gamepad controls on the fly, which is great if you are playing on the go. While Titan Quest has been available on the App Store 3 times, this is the 4th version, the Legendary Edition, bringing the base game, all 3 expansion packs, technical updates, and iCloud support. Titan Quest Legendary Edition is available on iPhone and iPad and costs $17.99 USD. Everspace combines fast-paced combat with rogue-like elements, great visuals, and a captivating story. Shoot, craft, and loot your way to victory. It can take quite a while to learn how to play the game with a controller, or keyboard, and mouse for that matter, but once you get the hang of it, it's really fantastic. It is repetitive in a sense, but with each new flight you go out on, you'll learn more, improve your base ship stats, and progress further, and engaging in fights is just awesome. Everspace is only available on the Mac App Store and costs $34.99 USD. Please note the game is best played on a Mac with a 2GB or better dedicated graphics card, or an Apple Silicon based Mac under Rosetta 2. Pascal's Wager was recently ported to Mac as the Definitive Edition. It includes all previously released content, high resolution and ultra-wide support, an uncapped frame rate, enhanced visuals, and fully mappable keyboard and controller support, hence why it's on this list. Please note, Pascal's Wager Definitive Edition is a Mac-only version and costs $11.99 USD. It does not feature iCloud backup with the mobile version. Limbo was one of the first games to get controller support back on the 7th of July 2013. Anyway, recently Limbo was updated again, adding support for modern devices with updated resolutions. So it was fitting to add it to this list. Limbo is made by the creators of Inside. If you play it, you'll immediately feel at home with the controls, atmosphere, and level structure. Limbo costs $3.99 on iPhone and iPad. It is also available on the Mac App Store, but as a separate app, costing $9.99 USD. Wonderbox has you creating your own adventures to share with others. In fact, there are over 10,000 adventures to play, created by you, the gamers. It's such a creative game, as you can see everyone else's works, but the campaign mode made by the devs is also really well polished. While the game has full controller support, for the creator mode I suggest using your fingers or on a Mac, your mouse. Wonderbox the Adventure Maker is available to Apple Arcade subscribers on the App Store and is available on all Apple platforms. A lot of people skip this one as it doesn't have the best graphics, but they are really missing out on a solid racing game. It's a full-on rally experience. with loads of tracks, cars, a career mode, multiplayer time challenges, and an awesome track creator. Its top-down perspective does take a while to get used to, but I really like this perspective as you can more easily see what's coming up on the track and prepare for the sharp corners. Go Rally is available on iPhone, iPad, Apple TV, and Apple Silicon-based Macs. It costs only $2.99 USD. On the 18th of December 2020, this strange precision platformer was updated with controller support. Does it help with the challenging gameplay? Maybe, maybe not. It depends on what you're better at using, I suppose. The game is meant to be brutally hard as you survive going down a well full of monsters. But it's just great to see that the dev considered adding controller support after fans asked for it. Down Well is available on iPhone and iPad and costs $2.99 USD. What controller supported games have you been playing on your Apple device? Let me know in the comments. It's good to see major improvements here in terms of games having full controller support and games finally adding things like rumble support. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, drop a like, and to stay up to date with games with controller support, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. My name is Stewie, and thanks for watching.